Hello, can you please introduce yourself and telling us of what organization you came from?
My name is Natasa Uskokovic and I'm the head of international relations in the Red Cross of Montenegro.
Okay, and what are the concrete milestones achieved during this path of certification process?
Well, I have to say that this was and this still is a rather complex procedure, and it required first of all a self-assessment that we had with our dear colleagues from AMPAS and GSOM, which helped us to determine what are the gaps within our organization in order to become a certified hosting organization. That was a good process for us because it helped us to see what we are missing. Even though we thought that we had a lot of documents which cover different aspects of volunteers, whether we talk about local, national volunteers or international ones, we actually saw that there is a bunch of documents which are missing, and that our job is to put that on paper. We actually had that in our minds. Obviously, we are implementing that into practice, but we had to put that on paper to have it as a proper standard. So what we did in the previous months throughout the duration of the project with the help of our colleagues is that we created and adopted several documents which were identified as missing. For example, some of the most important documents which we adopted are data protection policy, then health and safety at work policy, policy for the work with vulnerable children, with children and vulnerable adults, and so on. And it was very important for us that we had the ability to go through the self-assessment form, which is actually the one that has to be submitted for the certification process. So having this kind of role play enabled us to see what are the requirements from the EU in order to submit all the necessary documents. And it was a good thing for us that we actually had our colleagues available for support, for providing the feedback on the policies, on certification process itself. So for us it's still not a complete process, but I think that we finished a great deal of the job, and I do hope that in the several months we will be able to submit our application.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.